Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? I'm glad everybody's tuning in. Man, this is going to be real dope, man, because one thing about this guy, man, I remember like me starting out covering the NBA, man. Like I had a chance to cover this guy early in his career. When we talk about shooters, we talk about snipers. This dude is one of the best shooters that I've ever seen, man. And like not only that, I had a chance to see him play in my home city in Dallas. But this guy here, man, is one of my favorite players, man. Anthony Morrow, man. What's good, brother?
Endo, what's good, brother? How you
Man,
doing, man? Thanks for having
man,
me.
man, you already know it, bro. Long time coming, man. I'm just glad to have you on. So before we get started, man, I definitely want to talk about this. You got a basketball training program. I think it's dope that you're gonna give opportunities to like some of these younger people, man. Show them the ropes and stuff about the game and everything.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the AM2 basketball training?
Yes, AM2 basketball training. Started me and my guy Evan Harville. He was with the Greensboro Swarm last year, but he's been a trainer. He's been training me or part of the training service in the past that he was a part of since probably like 2012 or 13. So I kind of told him I was kind of moving away
Mm-hmm.
from probably the NBA and probably playing right now. Be 35 years old this year. Can still play, but right now it's more about giving the game back. And I don't
Yeah,
think I have patience to coach right now. So, we started up a training service, basically got the outline for it, for Charlotte and the greater areas around Charlotte and the
man.
greater area. So, it's going to be good, man. I started training my little cousin, Jalen Curry. He made the
Yeah.
first team American on Max Preps. So, that was going good. And then all this Corona stuff kind of just put everything on pause. But right now, we're just doing a lot of the leg work and HR work and stuff like that. My manager, Vina Vaughn, shout out to her. And we just want to build it out, man, and just build like a network,
Yeah.
build a program out of it and just see how big it can get. But we're going to try to do it like the right way and from the ground up in the right way, man.
Yeah, man, because like I know one thing about you, man, just obviously covering you and watch you play even from Georgia Tech days. What I saw was, man, you worked hard. Like your pregame is almost like practice, almost, man, like the
Yeah.
stuff that you would go through, man. But other than that, man, you also got a clothing brand. I want you to talk about that as well, man. So, own sense of style. I want you to talk about that stuff, man.
Yeah. Yeah, own sense of style, man. It's something I started probably about a year and a half ago, I think. Homegirl, my partner that works with me on my brand, Mary Francis, actually just got finished talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
Call me back right when you're done. We got work to do. So she's always, she a grinder, man. She always ready to work. So, but it's going well, man. It's online at ownsenseofstyle.com, at ownsenseofstyle on Instagram. You can follow that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's basically started with me just kind of brainstorming and just thought about, a lot of the fashion, a lot of stuff look alike, a lot of people copying people. And I just wanted to be unique. And I said, I wanted to have my own sense of style in life. I just thought about I got my own sense of style. I'm really trying to copy nobody.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, that sounds pretty good. It's kind of long. It's a long name, but I was like, it roll off your tongue. Like people say that all the time. So kind of just started from there. It's two meanings to it. Own sense of style in terms of fashion, but then it's like we want to empower ownership as well. So it's like hashtag own it, and own your destiny, own your style. It's like it's a bunch of meanings for it. So I thought it meant something to me, and you can also be creative in whatever you want to make and stuff like that. So it's dope, man. I like it.
Man, that's dope, man. And the thing is, like, you have a great charity thing that you got for 8 More Charities as well. So, man, like, can you talk about that, man? Like, because it's always great that not only you were blessed to be able to play the game and still play the game, but you also give back, man. Can you talk about that as well?
Yeah, we got Anthony Morrow Charities. So AMO Charities on Instagram, just at AMO Charities, no space, like that. And we got AnthonyMorrowCharities.org on the internet.
Man.
And I've had my certification since 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So I always had it. I had a bunch of ideas, and I was doing stuff in my neighborhood where I'm from in West Charlotte. And I was trying to give back, especially in the off season, because I wasn't there Then you see, I wasn't there during the season. Then I always wanted to do like philanthropy work somehow, some way. So, you know, it was just I was doing Toys for Tots and partnering with certain stores, Target and, you know, Kmart when it was here, and book bag drives and, you know, like the normal stuff, block parties and stuff like that, which we still do all those things. But like I said, shout out to Dina Bond. She really helped me kind of lasso everything in and consolidate all my ideas and kind of focus on, you know, pinpoint stuff instead of just working with whoever, whenever, you know, not really having a focus or a direction, but still having a good heart. So it wasn't bad, but you got to have some type of organization and direction when it comes to a foundation. So we geared towards underserved families, underprivileged kids, underserved kids, foster children. We got probably the biggest part is well, the main focus is we got a mental health program called Healthy Minds. We're going to schools and we're going to schools and basically just we get them to talk. Like, it's not clinical, but we do have a therapist on staff, Sharika. Shout out to Sharika Fair. She does a great job. And we come up with mostly her, but we come up with a bunch of, you know, activities to get them just talking amongst their peers at school. So we go to middle schools. I feel like middle school is like, you know, kids can go either way in middle school. So we put the program, started off in middle schools, and just to get the kids communicating with each other. And we saw some good results, you know, because they kind of can choose to come. It ain't like it's mandatory because it's the first block of school. So they come in, you know, if we get 15 to 20 kids in there because they want to be in there. You know, and I'm in there every Wednesday morning. I'm in there at 8 o'clock in the morning because I want to be hands-on, but I also bring in other people and friends of mine or associates of mine that have had success outside of basketball. You know, so I brought my cousin in, worked with Alan Tate. You know, he tell you about his story. You know, he talk about real estate. You know, I brought my homegirl that does hair. And, you know, she's like a celebrity braider. And I brought a few other people in. But I just want them to see success from people that look like them. You know, where it's not like you just hear my voice and hear my story every single time. Everybody ain't going to be no basketball player. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. And I think that's dope, man, because, like, at the end of the day, like you said, not everybody has the privilege. There's guys that could play basketball that didn't get a chance to go to the NBA, or, you know, there's guys that, you know, can't play basketball and you can excel in other things. So, man, like, let's talk about basketball life, man, because, like, you know, obviously storied, you know, Charlotte, you know, high school, young prep days. But, man, Georgia Tech, I think is just real crazy because, like, you actually played with a person that I had a chance to play against in high school, which was Jeremy Smith. So Jeremy Smith. So Jeremy Smith went to Dunbar out here in the DFW area where I'm from, Fort Worth actually. So man, that team is crazy because you guys Jared Jack, I think Will Bonham. It was a whole bunch of NBA guys and like basketball players on the team. Can you talk about the Georgia Tech like days and stuff?
Man, it was crazy, man. It was because we had a pretty good class coming in. I was the lowest ranked. I think I was ranked like either 99th or right at 100. And I know Sam Frederick and Jeremy Rashawn might have been ranked the highest. Rashawn Dickey. And you know, we were confident coming in as freshmen. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, because we didn't. They came off that championship run before we got there, and then everybody came back to school. So, you know, a couple of the guys was kind of like upset about that because they, you know, it was ready to rock as freshmen. And I was, you know, I saw it. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna get a chance to play against. Like, I know I'm not gonna play that much, but I'm gonna get a chance to play against like 4 NBA players every day. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna play. I was gonna be able to compete against Jared, Will, BJ Elder, and Ishmael Muhammad, who were NBA talents that just had some injuries. But 4 NBA caliber dudes you get to compete against and learn from every day. I was like, ain't gonna do nothing to make me better. My sophomore year, you know, if I take that, like, it's gonna give me all the confidence in the world I need. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna work hard. I ain't even tripping on that. But the experience to come straight into college and play against them dudes, and then, you know, the whole conference was deep. Wake Forest had Chris Paul and Justin Gray. NC State was good with Julius Hodge and Eric Lamont. Yeah, every team like
Every
Miami
team.
had
Yeah.
Clemson. Yeah, every team it was guard heavy. Carolina, Raymond Felton, Rashad McCants, Duke always had great guard. So it was like, man, we took them bumps and bruises that freshman year, and like that learning curve, and then our sophomore year we weren't very good, but I think it really helped us develop moving forward, like our last 2 years in school.
So, man, and that's crazy, man, because, like, when I go back and watch a lot of these, especially now, I go back and watch a lot of old college stuff, and I'm like, man, these teams were, like, stacked. Like, it's crazy how many guys played together or faced each other that you don't realize. But then, like, we can transition over to, like, NBA. And I'll tell you this, man, as a person who plays NBA 2K and always had, tell you what, man, we used to love them Warriors teams, boy. Like, you was a cheat code. I think it was you. I think I want to say it was you. Like, yeah, Stack on the team. Shout out to Stack 5, Steven Jackson. Man, y'all had like some guys on that team. I remember like y'all was just shooters and stuff, man. Just like getting buckets, man. Can you talk about the Golden State days, man? Obviously getting drafted and just how that was for you.
Oh, I was actually undrafted.
Yeah.
But signing with the Warriors, it was a long process in terms of I had to play in 3 different summer leagues, 2 with Golden State and 1 with the Miami Heat. Man. And it's coming in with the Warriors, man. Like Coach Nelson, shout out to Rico Hines and Steve Silas, are my guys, man.
Shout out to Steve Silas, by the way.
Yeah, Steve and Rico, my guys.
Yeah.
Man. Just the development. They really embraced me, and I was talking to Rico a couple weeks ago about that. And I was just saying, like, I was so hungry for, like, knowledge and people to work with me. Like, I go get ball boys at 7:30 in the morning if I needed to come out there and rebound, or I show them a drill. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, pass the ball, like, over here. Stand over there and pass. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I was always like that. And, when you get great player development guys, and you're almost destined for success. When you get your opportunity, you're gonna be ready. So a lot of that was for them. And then Don Nelson obviously likes kind of like those down in the rough guys, undrafted guys, hardworking guys that's not scared. So he was big. And then Corey Maggette, Steven Jackson, Jamal Crawford, and them guys like
dog
vets. I had some great vets, man. Et cetera. It was Ronnie Turia. Like I had some great vets that really like they believed in me early, man. I just wanted to. I didn't want to let them down. I wanted to be on the court with them when it mattered. You know what I'm saying? Steph, obviously, Monte Ellis, CJ Watson.
Man,
that's some real scores, man. We could score with anybody. We just couldn't guard nobody.
Man, and it's crazy because you got to see young Steph before we all kind of like everybody knew. Like obviously the days of the Davidson when he played at Davidson, we knew he could score. But like we didn't. Honestly, I think a lot of people didn't know that like Steph would be this way now. We knew that he was gonna be a good basketball player, but he went through a lot of stuff, man, with the injuries and stuff. And like you said, Jamal Crawford, man, dude is ageless. I swear he's like the most ageless basketball player I've ever seen in my life.
No, man, it's so crazy. Like everybody's like, yo, and I'm like this. So I'm like, he should have been in the league this past year,
bro.
No question.
Yes.
But the fact that people like, it's really a compliment that people are like not even thinking that he's almost like 40. It's just
man,
like, he should be playing. You know what I'm saying? And he should. But it's like that's crazy. Like what dude that's almost 40 that people's just like, yo, we about to they talking about signing them. They talking about signing them here, there. It's never like that for somebody that's So I don't know, man. It's crazy, but I mean, when you got that kind of game, bro, it's because he still play the same way as he did 10, 12 years ago.
It's crazy because his bag is so like I tell people like dude, like the way he handles the ball, like I tell people I get it. But for him to be 6'4", 6'5", the way he handles the rock, like I just think that's crazy. Like he'll take anybody. Man, he dropped, dude. And what's crazy is we'll talk about another team that you played for, but like the last game that Dirk played, I think he had a 50-point game here. And I was just like, and he was just going and going. And it was like, dog, this is the same guy I was seeing in Chicago, man. Like, and like you know, facing that dude is like a nightmare almost, man. But like when you look at like your transition when you go into different teams, and one team I do want to talk about is the Dallas thing. So like obviously you played with Dirk Nowitzki, man. Like can you talk about how it was to play with a guy like him, man? Because like when it comes to international basketball, he's probably arguably the greatest. I think obviously the greatest international basketball player we've ever seen. But can you talk about Dirk? What you think about him, man, as a player and what he meant for you?
Oh man, first of all, probably one of the best teammates I've ever had in my life.
Yeah,
Definitely up there in the top 3 or 4, something like that, man. Just
yeah,
the way he embraces his teammates, the way he interacts with his teammates, his personality is like it's infectious. Like everybody
yeah,
feeds off however he's going. He always that's that's like the number one like characteristic of a great leader is he was
yeah,
always even keel. In the game, of course, he gets fired up. He screamed on Mark Cuban a couple of times because the referees
mm-hmm.
wouldn't give us no calls. But other than that, man, he was a great leader, man. His
Man,
work ethic was unmatched. You know, somebody told, I think an assistant coach told me in Dallas that Dirk, he said I was the only person that Dirk would watch work out. And Dirk told me, he was like, man, you can shoot. Like, I like watching that. Because shooters like shooters. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm
yeah,
trying to catch you working now. I'm trying to figure out your skills so I can watch you work out. You
yeah,
know, he's getting there early, him and his shooting coach, you know, from years and years ago.
yeah. Holger, shout out to Holger.
Hogan, yeah, he was cool too. But it was like I used to watch the drills he was doing, and they were so unique. It was different. Spin around on one leg, do a one leg squat, shoot a three off one leg, like fade away off one leg, the wrong leg. So a lot of that stuff I took with me though. I worked on a lot of that stuff in the off
Man,
season. For real, man, because it was all balanced and it was all like just different and it was creative. You
well,
know?
man,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, like, and then you got to transition over to a guy that obviously Dirk being a 7-footer doing that was like an anomaly. But then you play with another guy who I think is arguably probably the greatest offense. To me personally, I think he's one of the, if not the best, he's probably one of the best scorers I've ever seen in my life. And Kevin Durant. So you played with KD, bro. Like, can you talk about like playing with guys like him and Russell Westbrook? Like, we talking about two guys. Like, it's unreal when we go back and look, and then like my nephew is a young guy, right? So he didn't realize he wasn't born when like the big three was around, like him, Harden, and together. Even when KD and Westbrook, he knew about that, but he didn't realize that like, man, these are young dudes coming into the game together. But you play with KD and Russ, man. Can you talk about those two, man? Because like I can't imagine playing with a guy that Lily is probably one of the most flawless basketball players you play with.
Yeah, now in terms of Russ, like just his motor, I've never seen anybody like that.
Nah,
Like it used to, and first of all, off the court, both of those guys, like my brothers, like
A1.
families cool, like kids cool, girls cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, his relentlessness was unmatched. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something you can't teach. That's why he is who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like they call him a point guard, but he one of them dudes that's like he just a basketball player.
He's a hooper. He's a hooper.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
a hooper. Like you know,
Yeah.
some guys like Bo Jackson was like that. Like he kind of positionless. He can do anything you ask him to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, man. Like not comparing them to, but I'm just saying like that kind of when you that kind of pedigree of an athlete, you do whatever you want to do. But Kev, man, like I used to love working out with Kev.
Yeah.
Like working out. Like if I was working out, he'll say, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? Let me jump in here with you," and I'd be like, "Hell yeah, let's go."
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, it's crazy because like he'll be in the middle of averaging like 32 for the. He could be averaging 32 the last 3-4 games. We on a 4-game win streak. He's a Western Conference Player of the Week or something like that.
Yeah.
And we get in the drill and we may not miss for 3 spots. Both of us, we may not miss.
Wow.
And if he missed 2 in a row, he cussing himself out. And I do the same thing. But if I shoot with somebody that's not like KD, they like, yo, why are you cussing yourself out, bro? You just missed 2 shots. Like you one of the best shooters I've ever seen.
Nah, it's just different.
It's different though. But
It's different.
I'm like that with him. I'm like, bro, you average
it's
like
different.
35. Yeah, but he like, bro, you do that to yourself, I do it to me. He used to get mad at me. I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. My bad. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
nah, his creativity and stuff, man. The way he working drills, like he don't care what kind of workout is, we going hard. I remember we was in Denver one time and I don't think I was in the rotation at the time. I wasn't in the rotation, but we did like full workout. You know, like it was like probably one of the shooter. It was one of them days where it's in between games and you on the road, so you don't really have a real practice. You just want to get in the gym, you get a workout in, probably go over some sets. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get a hard workout in. And I used to do conditioning at the end of those if I wasn't playing. So I run like a 17. You know, the 17 is you know, up and back. And I turn around, he running with me. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, man, I'm good, man. I want to get some work in with you, bro. Like, I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, this boy he's been probably considered in the Hall of Fame in the last five years. He's in the Hall of Fame, maybe longer than that. But you know, to see him still work like that and think like that is crazy, man.
Man, it's crazy because like when I talk with him, so we talk often. I talk basketball with him. It's so weird because he's so knowledgeable about, and obviously you have to be knowledgeable, but like he gets really in depth about things. I'm like sitting there like, man, dog, like he's not like you would think he's an analytics. Like he would tell you like the mid-range jumper. You know him about his mid-range jumper. He talks about that a lot. Like that's his thing, and like he's just a basketball guy. But man, like I tell people all the time. There's 5 shooters I've seen in my life, and I'm not going to include Steph and Clay in that equation and KD, but like when it comes to mine, another guy I think you played with, Steve Novak. I remember one time watching a pregame. I remember watching a pregame one time, and I swear to God, I think y'all was all out there, bro. Like I don't think the ball never once hit the rim, and I was just like, this is crazy, bro. Like how these dudes just don't miss, and like, yeah, man, like. Steve Novak, guys like you that were just like specialists. I mean, like you guys, like especially in today's game, like today's game is catered for like what you guys could do. And I always wonder, like, if you guys got the opportunity at your young age to play now, or there's guys right now that are making, you know, tons of money just to sit in the corner and hit a 3, like just to hit a 3, and it's crazy. But like when you look at like today's league, man, is there any players that come to mind for you, man, that like you like watching? Like, is there particular players that you enjoy?
Yeah, it's a lot of them. Damian Lillard, I try to catch Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. I try to catch as many Portland games. Those are my guys, but I love watching them play, man. They're so skilled. Dame, he was on an unbelievable run before he got hurt. And then they kind of fell into that losing streak and fell out the playoffs. Dame, CJ, of course, KD. I hate that he was Russ and James.
Yes.
That's just exciting. Like
bro, crazy. People don't know. People hate on James, bro. I try to explain to people that dog, he got a bag, man. Like
I don't understand. Like I'm like, bro, like if y'all loved Allen Iverson, who's my second favorite player ever, I don't see how y'all don't like James now.
Bro, and he's like you got to think and he can shoot legitimately. Yeah. When he's hot, it's unreal.
They're like, bro, he dribbled too much. I'm like, bro, he averaging 37, bro. What you want him to? That's how he played.
Yeah, you can't.
How he played.
Yeah, like
he can't change. I wouldn't change. He can't be. I don't know what people want him to be like Rondo, like pass all the time. Like he cannot go.
Yeah, yeah, like he's like an anomaly, bro. Like averaging 37, bro. Like it ain't like a thing to. People take that for granted.
He's not shooting bad from the field. He's shooting good from the field. He's shooting good from 3. He makes his free throws. And they're gonna win 50. They was gonna win 50, 60 games this year.
Man, and it's crazy. Yeah. So I'm gonna name a couple of players, man. I want you to tell me what you think about it. Shout out to a few of the fans that were asking questions already. So Brandon wants to know, man. Shout out to Shaw, man. He wants to know, what do you think about Luka, man? Like obviously international.
He's another guy like the him and Devin Booker, John Morant, Zion, Braun, of course. But I love Luka, man. Luka, the skill level is crazy. He's not gonna jump over you, but he's so good at using his body and finding angles. Man. I think now that the NBA is so spread out, he's like, yo, it's easier to get once he get his shoulder past you, he either gonna get fouled or he gonna score.
Bro,
he don't take much. He's not super quick.
No,
if you play good defense on him, he got an efficient step back from deep. That he gonna make enough of them to keep you honest, and enough of them that can probably beat you.
I tell people all the time, the crazy thing about him is like when he drives, he puts that shoulder into you. If you ever play him in the show, it's over. Like you have no chance versus him once he gets you on the shoulder. And yeah, like Ja Morant, bro, like I remember him at Murray State, obviously, last year before he got in the NBA. Like people just, it's crazy that him and Zion were on the AAU team, which I want to ask you about the whole Charlotte Carolina thing because like Charlotte basketball, bro, like Carolina in general, bro, there's just so many hoopers that came out of there. People don't realize when we talk about basketball meccas and basketball places like New York, California, Detroit, you name it, some of the bigger cities always get a lot of love, or bigger like states. But man, like Charlotte basketball, bro, can you talk about not Charlotte, just Carolina in general? Because man, like you got these guys now in the league, Dennis Smith, these guys that are from some parts of Carolina, anywhere. Like, can you talk about Carolina basketball, man?
No, hey, I don't think we underrated. We got a lot of talent. I always say, you know what I'm saying? Like we got I mean, just from Charlotte, you know, because at first I didn't know Ja was from South Carolina at first.
Bro, yes.
So I was like, oh man, because he kind of came out of nowhere. But yeah, that's unbelievable. Him and Zion. I mean, we had Raymond Felton from South Carolina.
People don't know Raymond had a bag. Raymond had a bag.
I don't want to leave nobody out, man. But have some great players. North Carolina, obviously, we just had a week-long debate with the guys that's marketing the pro-am in Charlotte, doing like polls of the best players to come out of Charlotte and Charlotte. You know, Steph, Antoine Jameson, Jeff McGinnis.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? James Worthy from right up the street. Hassan Whiteside from right up the street in Gastonia, Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It's a long list of guys, man. For real, bro. It's just, I mean, it's basketball state, man. You talk about college basketball and that tradition. You talk about, you know, that Raleigh-Durham area. You know, you got John Wall from up that way, Dennis Smith. You know what I'm saying? It's
dogs.
Yeah, man. It's and it's a lot more. Brandon Haywood, obviously, back in the day.
Yeah.
Sleepy Floyd back in the day.
Like, Sleepy Floyd.
Yeah, it was some killer.
Man, so I know this certain player means a lot to you, man, because I saw it on your Instagram. You was talking about him, and I know he was one of the guys that you probably looked at for as like, you know, inspiration for your game. But Ray Allen,
yeah,
man, can you talk about Ray, man? Because like
South Carolina too.
Yeah,
Kevin Garnett.
There you go.
It's crazy, bro.
Can you talk about Ray, man? Because like, man, people like it's so funny because like people equate, you know, like the Ray that was in, you know, Miami or the Ray that was in Boston, but boy, that Ray in Milwaukee, you see, Seattle Ray is a different Ray, bro. Like there was a point in time where we were like Kobe Ray, Tracy, them guys like all in the same thing. Can you talk about Ray, man?
I mean, he played so long. I mean, obviously Kobe was different. Obviously, I think he played so long and well into his career that he crossed over generations and people kind of forgot. Like I kind of feel like that people do that with Paul Pierce too. Paul be talking junk though to his generation, and the fans be thinking like, "Oh, he trash." Whatever he was. I'm like, bro, you stupid. If you need to go YouTube Paul Pierce, bro.
Yeah, you have to.
He was like that. It was like Paul Pierce, Kobe, Ray. Like he was in that. Trace McGrady. He was in that with them too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But as far as Ray Allen, bro, like it's funny because I was just on his Instagram earlier today and I saw that he ran like 6 miles a day. So I'm like, he's still doing that. They were saying he did that when he was playing in like the off season. But he always been inspirational to me, man. Like he always like since he got game and all that, because it wasn't like I could see him in high school. We didn't have like Instagram. It wasn't no Instagram and all that. So when I saw him, you know, I heard about him, and when he went to UConn, I saw him against Allen Iverson, and I was like, man, I need my jump shot to look like that, like look the same every single time. You know what I'm saying? And then he gets drafted, coming to the league, and it was like a span where I be trying to remind people. I'm like, it was a span where Ray averaged like 26, 27, like damn in a row.
Them Seattle boys, and they had him and Rashard Lewis. I tell people all the time, like, boy, buckets. I've asked players that are like Hall of Famers that played against them. They were like, look, man, people forget about Rashard Lewis too. Man, Rashard was out there getting buckets.
He was before his time. He was like 16 with the mid post game, could make threes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Shaw's a problem. But then another player I know you had a chance to play against, man, and obviously it's a very touchy subject now because Kobe Bryant, man, like you faced the guy, and can you talk about what Kobe mean for you, man? Because like obviously for me being a media guy, like people don't understand like the way I explain it. He was so intense on the court, but off the court, he's like one of the most nicest guys you could ever like talk to. Like the way he approached things, like he didn't care if you were the water boy. He didn't care if you were just some no-name media guy. He gave you his attention. Can you talk about what Kobe meant to you, man?
I mean, he was everything. Like I said, man, we lost. I told the homies, I was like, man, I lost a hero, bro. Like, this dude was the standard for me. Like, I'm from North Carolina, so I'm always biased towards Michael Jordan. And I got to actually see Mike, but when you look at it, I didn't really understand Mike's greatness until like 92, 93. I was like 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they started winning championships then. So when you understand, like, I didn't see Mike at Carolina.
No.
I got to see Kobe at Lower Marion.
Yep.
And then I saw his entire 20-year career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I understood it all. I remember everything. You know what I'm saying? So that was that hit hard. I just watched that 60-point game and had to turn the volume down before I started getting choked up. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's never gonna be the same, like, in terms of looking at that Staples Center floor no more. Like you always gonna have that feeling, or you always gonna have that. You're always gonna think about Kobe when you see that floor,
bro. And it's crazy because like they say every generation gets rocked with something like this, man. And like I never would have thought in my wildest mind that it would be Kobe. Like, and I'm not saying it could be anybody, but like Kobe out of all people, like you talking about a guy like I tell people all the time, man. Like he was taken for granted, and I tell obviously being a kid like both of us. We were 7, 8 years old when Jordan started winning championships, right? So, like, we knew Jordan's greatness. And look, a part of me as a kid, as a teenager, when I saw Kobe, I was like, man, carbon copy, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then when I got older, I think the thing that changed me about Kobe, and it's so crazy, the most random thing was like the All-Star game, I think in 98. And I was just like, okay, he's a problem.
You start seeing how he had the comparisons, but he turned into his own style.
Man,
it was his own game. Like he started separating from everybody else. Even Mike, like they had the same type of game, but Kobe had his style. Mike had his own style. If you look over the years, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, and it's
turned into his own thing.
And it's crazy, bro, because like I was just like, bro, the other day I was watching some games and I was just like, dang, bro, like it was that Phoenix game, that playoff game he played against Phoenix was wild. When he hit the jumper, bro, the way he stopped at the key, bro, the way he stopped at the elbow, and I've never it's some crazy stuff with Kobe, man. Like I had to witness it firsthand because, like, being a Mavericks fan, we had to go to the Lakers a lot, and I never forget the game where they were down by so much, like 30 points, and all of a sudden Kobe just woke up and Shaq woke up and everything went haywire. So, like, bro, I tell you all the time, man, like it's tough. Like as a basketball community, like I remember the Mavericks had a game and we were just sitting courtside and me and Ceballos and said, obviously played with Kobe when a younger Kobe, and he's just like, bro, I can't believe this. Like it's Kobe. Like it don't even make sense. Like it didn't add up right. And it's like, we just graced this dude and like now we here. But man, other than that, bro, like when you look at other players like a legacy standpoint, I mean, you played, like I tell people all the time, the golden age for me for basketball, obviously as a kid, the 90s always reigns a lot for us, but like that 2000s was something special, man, because like I said, Allen Iverson, we see Kobe getting to his own zenith, obviously. We get Melo, of course. We already know LeBron shows up. And Dwayne Wade, Dirk, KG gets a ring. Tim Duncan is still dominating. Obviously, Tim Duncan, you get all these guys, but when you look at like guys like LeBron, and I tell people this all the time, I think that like it's hard to do comparisons because like I like to do it a lot on Facebook to get a lot of people riled up and stuff. But like LeBron is one of those guys that like, and you played against him. So I want you to tell people facing LeBron, what do you do to like, I don't know, I guess manage the guy, or how do you do that? Because LeBron is like a whole different kind of player.
I mean, it looked like he's going to be able to put himself in a position to score the most points in NBA history. I think he's like 4,000 points away from
bro.
He like 4,000 points away from Kareem. I ain't realized that till I saw that today.
And he don't even want to, bro. People, I try to explain this to people. He don't want to score.
I tell people, like, when they ask me about LeBron, I'm like, look, man, he gonna average 27 points a game, and he not even like that. Scoring ain't even his thing.
Nah,
like he pass and rebound.
Yeah,
like that's what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna average 27, bro. That's crazy to me. Like,
it don't want to score.
27 for 18 or 19 years, average 27 points, like 9 assists and like 9 rebounds, 8 or 9 rebounds. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I never understood that, bro. Like he's not like Iverson. Guys like Iverson. Guys like, Harden that want to get to 40. Like he just doesn't want to do it. And I try to explain to people, like, I think he just has it built in his head to be. He's like Magic. He's like Kid in a way. He's happened to be a guy that can just get 20, but like he doesn't want to. But like other than that,
he can get anything he wants. He can average 40. He was about to lead the league in assists this year. He can average a triple double every year if he wants to. Like, he know exactly what he. You know what I'm saying? Like he just want to win. Whatever he need to do to win. I know that's a cliche, but what he needs to do to win on that team, he does.
Bro, and it's crazy, bro. And I tell people all the time, like, it's weird because, like, when I look at Michael Jordan, like, he only got, like, 5 MVPs, right? You can make the case Michael Jordan should have had 10 MVPs probably, right? Yeah. LeBron the same way. And it's crazy because, like, LeBron, like, played, like, y'all's generation, like, the 2000s guys, man, look at all the guys that didn't. Like, I know Jordan held a lot of guys back, but, boy, there's a lot of guys that didn't get any MVP. Like, bro, that was a year where, like, and it's crazy. Gilbert Arenas was an example. Gil was out there getting buckets. Yeah. Kobe 1 year averaged 35, 6 and 6, and didn't get an MVP. Just think about that.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Yeah, that was messed up. Nash? It was Nash. I had a big discussion about that. And Steve Nash is one of the best basketball players that play the game. No doubt. We all know that. But, like, man, it's hard to explain to basketball people that Steve Nash has 2 MVPs, and guess what? Shaq and Kobe combined got the same amount. Like you can't really explain that. But, man, like, a good topic that I do bring up a lot, and I need your opinion on this. So I was talking dunk contest with a couple of players, man, and like I said, if you did an all-time dunk contest, not in game, because I know you had a chance to play against this guy. I think you played with him, if I'm not mistaken. But Vince Carter versus Zach LaVine in a dunk contest. Who do you have in a dunk contest? Not in game, because we know Vince in game is
prime Vince and
prime Vince versus Zach LaVine.
It's kind of tricky because if you put Zach LaVine in that 2000 dunk contest, like Zach gonna like run away with that. Even though Vince was doing stuff we never seen, like that'd have been the greatest dunk contest we ever seen, bro. And like Aaron Gordon, like if you put him back then, if you put Vince in the dunk contest now, with them doing all them dunks that he can do, I don't know. It could go this. They might get Vince now. You know what I'm saying? Because the athletes change, and like we had never seen that reverse windmill that Vince did. I had never seen nobody do that before.
Ever in my life.
Now, like anybody can do that.
And they get you a 6, maybe. It gets you a 7 or 8 on a good day.
Yeah. You might get a 7 depending on how high you jump on it or whatever. But I mean, I'm sure people could do it back then, but we had never seen nothing like that before.
Man.
So I mean, it's just I don't know. It's just about the era, bro. Because Zach LaVine, I saw Zach LaVine every single dunk that he did that first year. He was in the dunk contest.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing him do that when he was like 15.
Yeah, Seattle stuff.
Yeah. I said, look, bro, because he used to train with one of the guys that trained me out here in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, hey man, you're gonna win every single dunk contest you enter in the NBA. Wow. I ain't never seen nobody like the stuff he was doing. I had seen people go between them. I seen James White do that before, but not like how Zach was. Zach was on some. He's a freak. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. It depends on the era, man.
Because like in game, it's not a question. Like Vince got bodies, bro. Like in game that like there's only one person I think that had one of the best. Like to me, Vincent's had some of the best in-game dunks. I think Gerald Green had one of the greatest in-game dunks. That windmill, yeah, when he looked, yeah, dog. I think I remember your reaction, bro. I think you was probably like, what the?
I like ran to the scoring table, like I was all out. It was like we was at the Rucker or something, bro. We was all on the floor going crazy. We was on the bench. We was all running on the floor. That was one of the greatest in-game dunks I ever seen in my life,
bro. And when he did it, it was like he was looking down at the goal. You never see nothing like that, man. But like one thing I do talk about is sneakers, man. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Obviously, I know you had your kicks in your day because I interviewed you about kicks, of course. So like, what's your favorite like sneakers, man? Like off the court or even like on the court? What do you like to rock?
Off the court, man. It all depends, man. Right now. Well, I ain't been outside really. I ain't had no reason to wear no flats, no nice shoes. But I've been kind of in my patent leather 11 bag.
Yeah,
I love. You can't go wrong with those, man. Patent leather, the Concords,
man.
Other than that, man, I've been wearing slippers everywhere, bro.
Who you telling, bro?
Grocery store and back home, ain't no reason to get fly.
Nah.
I got a couple pair of Kobe's, man, that I haven't worn since it happened. But I got a real exclusive pair of Kobe's that I think I'm gonna get framed.
Yeah, you got to. You have to. Like, yeah, at this point, like, especially in your case, because like they probably are like it's a rare size anyway, so that's dope. But
go ahead, I'm gonna show them to you.
No, you good. So, man, other than that, man, like video games. So like, bro, the first time you saw yourself on 2K, what did you think?
First time I saw myself on 2K, bro.
Yes.
I'm trying to tell you. I couldn't believe it. Like I went to it was like the first thing I did when I got in the league because I got cool with Ronnie.
Okay.
2K. I think I took him upstairs. But I got these too though.
Y'all seeing some exclusive stuff here, man.
Yeah, man. It's because it's my guy right here. You see him?
I do see him. Ooh, yes, sir. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Kobe models too, bro. Yeah. You can't wear them no more. Like you gotta.
I got a friend. I got the other pair upstairs. I can't. I'll probably send you a picture. You can throw it in there or something. But
yeah, I will.
I got cool with Ronnie, so I was like, every time I would see Ronnie 2K, I'd be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get that rating right. I don't want, just because I'm undrafted, I don't want no problems out of y'all, bro.
Yeah, because they will screw you.
Yeah, like a 72 or something my first year, but my 3 was on like 94.
Bro,
I could deal with that.
Bro, it was. I remember one time I didn't know, so I got a homie that we used to play each other. We would play and like, bro, I think it was one year, bro. It was like he kept, and I thought he changed the sliders, and I'm like, okay, I know he can shoot, but like it was to the point where I'm like, okay, this is getting that. The first off, you got Monte, so what he would do is he'll run with Monte full. Monte is fast.
Yeah,
Monte just runs full speed the whole time, and then all of a sudden you chasing Monte down, kicks it to the corner. Bang! I think Kalena Asabuke was a part of that too, and I'm like, God, I'm like, bro, Kalena, Kalena, man, both of y'all was like crazy. But other than that, man, like video games, man, is there any other video games that you partake in, man? Because I know like a lot of guys, Call of Duty is a big thing right now. GTA is a big deal.
Bro, I'm 2K like every day, bro.
Okay,
but I need to get some new games, so I'm about to download. I think I'm about to download that GTA, man. I got to get it.
I will make sure. What system you on?
I'm an Xbox.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So like, I'm telling you right now, bro. Like KD guys like that, bro. Everybody's on GTA. Like it's crazy. Online is crazy, bro. Like yeah, you got to get GTA. Like oh yeah, get GTA, bro. Like if you get that, there's a couple other games that you can get, but yeah, definitely GTA. If you want something like online fun, bro, GTA is crazy. Imagine playing with like.
What other games is it?
Xbox wise, so you got obviously Warzone. Everybody's playing Call of Duty right now. And what's crazy about that is you can play against PC and PlayStation dudes online. So you're not just playing Xbox, yeah. So you'll be able to play against everybody on that. If you're into like other sport games like FIFA, like bro, FIFA's fun.
FIFA's fun.
Yeah, FIFA. Everybody on FIFA. And see, what's Xbox is backwards compatible. So like, I get my old stuff. Like, I be playing Fight Night. Like, I still play Fight
Oh,
Night.
for real?
Yeah, like all you gotta do is just you can go buy the game on the EA Access and it's on there, bro. You got the whole Fight Night.
Right. That's what my
Yes.
son be doing. He got all the Need for Speeds.
Yeah. So yeah, like yeah.
Every day he want to buy a new Need for Speed game.
So yeah, man, you definitely gotta you definitely gotta get that on there, bro. Like, I would say it's a couple of the games you could get into. Like, it just depends on what you want to play. But like, GTA is probably like one of the biggest online games right now. You trust me, bro. Like, it's addictive. Like, yeah, bro. Like, you'll sit there for like hours doing stuff. Like, you can do heists and stuff. Like, you can get your homies in there. It's 30 people online on a big city. So just imagine what you could do. You go around shooting stuff and doing everything. So yeah, you got to get on there. I'll definitely plug in on that. That's nothing. So yeah, we got to get you on that.
You might just send me a list, man, so I can download some more.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Got tired of 2K.
Bro, like I tried to 2K for me, like, because every time I play 2K now I run to one thing. Like, I tried to play the other day, bro. I don't know what the hell they did to Giannis, but like I played this dude that got Giannis, man. Like, he had Milwaukee. Giannis would not miss a jumper. And I'm like, okay, something going on here, because like I know better. Like, when guys can just shoot and then guys just like you luckily hitting stuff, like he's switching everything. I'm like, okay.
One of my homies play with Milwaukee, and Giannis is like, man, I play like GM mode. Like, I play like as the GM.
Yeah.
In Milwaukee, like Giannis is like Michael Jordan or something on there, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but
it's crazy.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
Everything, no matter what.
It's crazy. It's crazy,
and he
bro.
Make all his free throws. I'm like, bro, he don't even shoot free throws as good in real life. Y'all tripping.
Bro, one thing I do on 2K, which I get a lot of players involved in, like some of my homies, we play all-star team up. So, like all-star team up lets you play with all the legends. So, like, we'll do East versus West. So, like, one time we played, bro, it was like we had LeBron, like 2007 LeBron from Cleveland.
Yeah.
We had that LeBron. We had Kobe from 2001. We had Iverson on another team, his MVP year, with Jordan 93, with KD. When he was OKC, bro, it was crazy matchup. And we had Kareem on one team and Shaq on the other team. Like, that team up was crazy, bro. But like other than that, bro, like obviously there's a documentary coming out this week, and man, like, bro, I told somebody, bro, like tomorrow, they get this. I think it's Sunday. I don't want to say Sunday. The 19th, 17th. Yeah, today Friday. Yeah, my day's off too, bro. I think it's Sunday.
Man, I'm all messed up.
So. Obviously, being a Jordan fan, all of us are, I mean, I know you're excited about this documentary, right?
Oh, man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait because it's kind of like, it's like full access. So it's not like we just seeing, Michael Jordan come fly with me, or just like them interviewing each other and being nice. We got actual footage of Mike cussing people out, which I heard Mike was like that anyway. You hear that about Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
You hear that about guys that demand a lot because they feel like they put it all on the line, so they expect their teammates to. I saw where they were saying Mike was worried that his people was gonna look at him like he was a bad person or something. But I was like, I mean, at this point, Mike is Mike. People gonna
He's immortal. He could have knocked out somebody, we wouldn't care.
Yeah, like when they see that he hit Steve Kerr in the mouth,
come on, man.
Well, Mike wanted to win. And some other people don't have that luxury. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No.
So, like, Magic Johnson was hard on his teammates. Like a lot of people are. He was hard on coaches at times, but I mean, he knew how to separate it though. That's one thing I remember Magic Johnson saying in the interview. He said he couldn't talk to James Worthy the same way he could talk to maybe like somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he had to separate the two because everybody take information differently.
Man, that's crazy. I can't wait, bro, because like I know it's about the last year, but like it's crazy that they have so much stuff from the last year that it's like could you imagine I told somebody, imagine if it was like the whole like 90s thing for him, like retire. That'd be like 3 weeks worth of stuff. Like I told somebody, there's only one person that can have a bigger basketball documentary him, and that's LeBron or Kobe, perhaps. Like because with LeBron, you had to
20 straight years.
And LeBron's you got to go from high school with him, and then you got to do the first run in Cleveland. You can stop there, and then you can do the Miami deal, and then him winning the championships. Then going back to Cleveland is a whole nother deal, and now with the Lakers. Like it's crazy.
It's something that'll be about 10 parts.
Yeah.
They get.
And I can't wait till they do one for Kobe, man. I would love to see like, because he was like a phenom, like the high school phenom thing. Like honestly, he's like him and KG. Obviously, Moses did it back in the day, but like KG and Kobe are probably the most two known outside of LeBron high school guys that were like, you know, at the peak of like, man, like being like literally top 10 guys all time. But man, so one of the fans wanted to ask you this real quick, and obviously you talked about favorite teammates. So shout out to Josiah G. But real quick, outside of some of the more, let's say, all-star teammates that you had, was there any particular teammate outside of that that was one of your favorite teammates that we may not know of, or a guy that you enjoyed playing with?
Steph.
Yeah.
I mean, a little biased because he's from the city, you know what I'm saying? We kind of grew up playing against each other. But you know, him being his rookie year, seeing how he's developed from his rookie year to now, probably be him, man. Probably Steph.
Shout out to Steph, man. Shout out to both Currys, man.
I had some great ones though. Like a lot of these guys, like I said, Russ and Kev, like these my homies off the court, and we won. Yeah. We had success together. Dirk was great. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Butler's one of my guys.
Jimmy's Davis. I love Jimmy, bro. Like people don't realize how crazy Jimmy is. Like I love Jimmy, bro. Jimmy's a dog.
He's different kind of dude, man. I love Jimmy.
His one year, bro, I walk in the locker room, right? And I'm so used to like hearing like, you know, hip hop. You know, it's all the time. Bro, I walk in the locker room one time, country, straight country. And I was just like, I looked over, bro, and it was so funny. I forgot who it was. So he was in Chicago, right? So Kirk Henry looked at me and said, you know that ain't me. And I looked and I said, what? And I looked over and D Rose kind of tapped me on the shoulder. He said, bro, that's fucking Jimmy doing that. And I was like, it ain't Jimmy. I looked out, I said, Jimmy. He was like, yeah, bro, you know how we get down. I said, bro, I'm from DFW, Texas. I don't play that stuff, but like we play hip hop. I don't know what y'all did up in Humboldt and Houston, but like Jimmy is a character. People get Jimmy mixed up.
Because from Tomball, Texas.
Yeah. He's some yeah. Shout out to Jimmy, man. Jimmy,
he's dead serious be on it though.
No, dead like no. He will argue. Dog, one day he asked me a question about it. I'm like, bro, I don't know about country music. He went in depth about it, but yeah, shout out to Jimmy, man. So one game I do play with everybody, and shout out to God Bars, man. I'm gonna get you some of these cards too, by the way. It's hip hop trivia. So we're gonna switch this up. So what we're gonna do is this, man. It's not so much, I'm not gonna give you any like trivia questions, it's gonna be more opinionated questions. So this is gonna be dope, man. So like it's gonna ask you like favorite rappers or different things like that. So we're gonna get to this, man. So let's switch it up real quick. So we're gonna start off with this one real quick. And this is, we call them action cards. So one must go. And I'm gonna name 4 rappers here: Drake, Meek Mill, J. Cole, or Big Sean.
I love all 4. Big Sean gotta go though. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say that.
That's hard.
The other 3, man, I can't do it.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Let me get through these. Okay. Here's another one must go. And these are more current, like obviously they're current guys too, but these are more younger current rappers. We got 21 Savage, Lil Uzi Vert, Kodak Black, and Lil Baby.
Who was the first one?
21 Savage. So you got 21, Uzi, Kodak, and Lil Baby.
Dang.
That's tough. Yeah, it's tough. That's a tough one.
Man, I'm gonna have to go with. Man, it's gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to go with Uzi.
Damn, that's tough. He's probably
the
like
other 3 I really rock with, man.
Yeah, I agree. That's a tough one.
I really listen to him. I don't listen to Uzi too much. I know how famous and rich he is though.
I know this one.
Love him.
This is gonna be tough for you right here. Because this ties into the city a little bit for you, or like the state for you. So you gotta pick one of these 3: Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, or Drake.
I'm going Cole.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you
I'm
can't.
making that easier on myself.
Yeah.
Anybody else in there, I'm definitely going Drake. And even though I love Kendrick, you know what I'm saying?
This is crazy too. So this is definitely gonna hit the ATL right here. So Gucci Mane or Jeezy?
In terms of what? Like music?
Anything, yeah, music, everything, yeah, music.
Gosh, over the years, I was more of a Jeezy fan.
Yeah, because like Jeezy came out, he came in so hard. Yeah, it's tough.
Like
That's
popularity and fame is Gucci all day. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? He had a better like rebrand.
He amazing rebrand. People don't realize the Gucci that we see now, the all happy going, like cool social media guy. It's crazy that he's that now compared to what he was. Like
Man,
obviously,
that's God. It had got to be God.
it is, bro. It's just maturation, bro. We all go through it.
Day. Yeah, he was the boogeyman back in the day, boy. You
All
ain't
right,
going.
nah. All right, so name the best female rapper ever.
Ain't got no options on this one.
Nope, you got to come on. So I'm gonna give you some. I'll give you some. So I usually hear when I do this. Let's see. You get Nicki involved. You get Rhapsody. You get Queen Latifah. You get shit. God, I can't think of a name right now.
MC Light.
God, MC Light. There you go, MC Light. Yeah, that was one. Yeah, it's plenty of them. Eve, Missy. You can throw Missy in there if you want to.
Nah, I'm gonna have to go with Queen Latifah, bro.
Okay, shout out to Dana Owens, aka Queen Latifah. Yes, sir. All right,
shout
so
out to Rhapsody though.
Raps say shout out to all my homies over there, man, because I got E Jones, and shout out to my dude 91, man, because they some good people. They some dope people, man. So
yeah.
I'm shout out to them as well. That's part of that the heritage over there, man.
Can you hear me?
What was I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
You can't? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Nah, I can't hear nothing.
Okay, hold on one second.
Sound like the audio muted.
Can you hear me now? Let me try something real quick. Let's see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Nah, I don't hear nothing.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this real quick. So when he comes back, we'll get him back in here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I still hear you. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so we got a few more questions that I want to get to, and then we're gonna bounce out. So, what was the first hip hop album you ever purchased?
My mom got me brand Nubian tape.
Ooh,
Real young. I was like maybe 6 or 7 years old, but I listened to it like every day though. She was like, I want to push you on like the positive music before you start hearing like Tupac and the Too Shorts and like Biggie and Wu-Tang, DMX and all that. Like, she was like, I'm gonna put you on some positive stuff first. It was like brand Nubian, and then she got me like a
Tribe probably.
Nah, yeah, it might have been De La Soul after that.
Yeah, De La Soul is dope. All right, so you mentioned this rapper right here, so you got to pick between these two, Pac and Biggie.
I gotta go Pac, bro.
Okay, I agree.
But
it's
Pac, one of my favorite people ever.
Okay. All right.
In all the culture.
All right, so I think this one's gonna tie into like a good one for lyrics and stuff. Name the most lyrical rapper ever?
Ever?
Yeah.
Tough, but if I'm gonna have to choose, I'm gonna have to go with Nas. That's my favorite rapper ever.
Okay. Well then, so then here's the question then. Jay-Z or Nas?
Damn.
Yeah.
See, that's tough, man, because
Hov is different. Yeah, Hov is different.
Because Nas is my favorite rapper, but Jay-Z is the best rapper I've ever heard in my life.
That is true. I agree. That's tough for a lot of people.
It's not even like that. So I'm probably to go with Hove, man.
Okay, we'll make this a little fun then. Who had the better diss track, Ether or Takeover?
I think it was Ether.
Yeah.
I'm a little biased.
Yeah, I thought that would have ended anybody's career.
It was Ether because of how Jay responded.
Yeah,
Jay didn't respond. He couldn't keep it cool. He took that personal.
Oh, yeah. Look, back then, bro, I was telling my boys, I was like, man, you got to think about it, because that was during the time when 50 and Ja was in that was crazy, because like 50 went, 50 gonna go a high level than everybody on that. And yeah, it's just back then it was crazy. There was no social media. I can imagine if we had like Instagram.
So you had time to like, you either had to go to the radio station that day or that next day, or you had to like wait till your album came out and respond on your album. But nobody was really tripping.
No.
Like now, if you do that now, it's like, oh, you ducking them, you scared. You should have put a diss track out the next 15 minutes, because there's so many more outlets though.
It is.
You want it right then,
man. So I'm gonna ask you this: who's the current? Okay, this is kind of easy because we all can say Jay is, but who is the current king of hip hop?
The current king of hip hop?
Yeah.
I mean, are we including like Jay and all of them?
Yeah, because it makes it easy for Jay. It makes it easy to go Jay, because that's like obviously probably the greatest rapper ever. But let's exclude.
I wouldn't even. He's in another stratosphere.
Okay.
We can all. That's like not fair. I'd probably say Drake.
Oh, okay. I agree. That's a good one, because Drake is I mean, look, he's untouchable.
We never seen that like him before.
Well, he's untouchable in a way too, because like, look, man, what happened with him and Push? Like, if that happened to anybody else, their career is probably done. And
this man came out. Yeah, he came out with like 3 or 4 songs or some Lucy stuff. And nobody think about that no more.
Nope. All right, so we got 2 more. Name the best East Coast rapper ever.
Biggie.
Okay. Biggie. Okay.
Yeah, Big. I gotta go Big.
Big over Nas? Jay?
Came before Nas.
Okay.
You know what?
You gonna put Biggie over Jay?
Yeah, over Jay.
Yeah. Jay is just different.
Big came before though, you know what I mean? But still, man.
All right, this definitely gonna be good, because you being in the middle of the east to south, you're in between that growing up. So like, this is gonna be a good question. This is the last one. Name the best rap group ever, and I'm gonna give you some names because it gets kind of, because I don't want you to forget a few names. So
no, you good.
Go ahead. All right, so we got Outkast, of course. You got UGK. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay, so they're the greatest duo. So you use them as a duo. So you won't call them a group. Okay. So
I call them a duo.
Okay, so we'll go groups then. We got NWA, we got Public Enemy, Tribe Called Quest, Bone Thugs and Harmony. We have, if you consider Wu-Tang a group, which I don't know how you feel about that. Wu-Tang, because Mobb Deep is like a duo, so they wouldn't count.
Yeah.
Who would you say? Ghetto Boys?
Ghetto Boys was up there. See, that was a little bit before me though.
Okay.
And they was all the way in Texas, and I ain't really have no like.
Yeah, no.
I like Scarface, but like it didn't hit me. It didn't hit me like how like Dungeon Family shit hit me.
Dungeon Family's different level.
Dungeon Family was crazy.
Yeah,
I don't even really consider them a group though.
Nah, I would say this for me. If I had to ask, like, if you don't count the duos, because I grew up in that 90s, early 90s. But like when I heard like Bone, I thought I'd never heard that before in my life. Like Bone was just different.
Bone was my favorite group growing up.
Yeah, Bone was different.
The older I got, it went from that. I would say now. You
got 3 6 Mafia as well.
Goody Mob, my favorite. Probably.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to Goody. Shout out to the underrated Goody Mob, man. Shout out to C. People don't realize where CeeLo was before all this, man. Like it's crazy.
Goody Mob. Everything in that Soul Food album.
Oh my God,
it's happening now. Like damn it, every song.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. So one more time, if you don't mind, I need you to plug the training program. I need you to plug everything that you got, man. So make sure everybody, because people asking again that came in late. Can you plug all that in real quick, and I'm gonna be typing it in as well as you talking.
All right, yeah, we got a clothing company, ownsenseofstyle.com, at Own Sense of Style on Instagram. Right here, can't really see it. At Own Sense of Style on Instagram. AM2 training, that's coming soon. We're getting all the information. We're gonna get the Instagram and the website up for that real soon. But it's AM2 training, and you can check out AM2 basketball training, and you can check my Instagram out to get all this information. Young Fresh, YUNG Fresh, no O. AnthonyMallCharities.org, at AMO Charities on Instagram.
Yep.
And my podcast, It's the Life Podcast, at It's the Life Podcast. Me and my partner Justin Jack. And I'm gonna be hollering at you too, man, because I like this StreamYard.
Oh man, we gonna that ain't nothing. Oh yeah, that ain't nothing, man. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing but a word, bro. I'll take you through the. Trust me, I done got a few players on it because I told him, I said, dude, this is different, bro. This ain't like Zoom. This ain't like none of that.
This is so legit, bro. Like you got to. This has everything you need. This got to be the best. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, like you can. Like I don't know if you know, but right now we're streaming on 5 major platforms live. Like we're on Twitter. We're on Twitter right now. We're on Twitch, which is the gaming stuff. We're on YouTube right now. We're on Facebook. Live. So yeah, what I'll do is this, man. I'll hit you up on Twitter because I know the guy who owns this brand. I'll hit you up and he'll get you set up. He'll have you go in and create an account. It's free for you. You know, he'll take care of you, man. We'll get you squared away. Because yeah, this like right now, bro. Like this is all I got. Like I did this last year. We didn't have none of this going on last year, but I did this with KD last year. So it was crazy when I did it with KD, and people was like, "Oh, okay." So that's different. Yeah, so we'll get you set up, bro. Like the only thing is you got to use your laptop if you the host, and everybody else can use their phone. So
that's cool. Yeah, that's fine with me. 100%.
Yeah, man. So man, shout out to the homie, man, Langston Galloway, man. Langston's in the building, of course.
Langston.
LG. Yeah. Shout out to
Langston
LG.
Good, bro.
Yeah, shout out to LG. Shout out to the homie, Mr. Skinny. I see you in there. I see you. E double, of course. JR, man. He's one of your biggest fans, man. Like this dude here, man. He talk about you all the time. Shout out to JR. Shout out to Chad.
JR, appreciate that, boy.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my Cliff. Shout out to Cliff, man. Cliff is a Houston guy, former basketball player. He's definitely big on you as well, man. Loves your game, man. Shout out to everybody here, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know there's a couple NBA guys in there. Shout out to all y'all, man. But shout out to LG, man. But yeah, everybody, be sure to go follow my guy at Young Fresh. Y'all see it down there. We're gonna be sure to get him taken care of, man. Be sure to follow him. Check his brand out. When this gets published officially, we'll have all this stuff in the links in the bio and everything. Y'all be sure to follow him. When he does his training stuff, y'all share everything, man, because we need to make sure this man is taken care of, man. This is I consider him basketball royalty because he's a real one. He's a real one. So, like, we got to take care of a real one. So, y'all be sure to support my guy, man. So, we're going to bounce out. I'm going to close this down. You stay in here. So, I'm going to close this down real quick, and then we're gonna get out, man. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. We're gonna do another one day. We'll set up another day. I'm gonna get Katie in here. I'm gonna get everybody in because you can do up to 6. You can do up to 6 people in this, which is crazy.
Oh man, this is We're gonna lock in after this, man.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely get it squared away, man. So we're gonna go on and end this, man. We appreciate y'all. I see y'all already going over to the pages and stuff. Be sure to go check my man out. Make sure y'all take care of him, and yeah, man, just put it out there for us, man. We appreciate y'all. We out.
Yo, thank you so much for having me.